Hey guys, welcome to the first ever episode of the brand new No Limits podcast with me, your host, Mark Ormrod. Now, since this is the first ever episode of the No Limits podcast, and I have never done this before, and I am perfectly aware that a lot of people listening to this will have no idea who I am or why I'm doing this, I thought I would spend this first episode explaining both. So first of all, if you are listening to this and you have been following me on social media for some time now on the various platforms that I like to use, as always, thank you so much for all of the support that you show me constantly. Thank you for jumping from those social media platforms over to here to support me in this new medium that I am hoping to gain great success in, and that is through the podcast. For the rest of you who have absolutely no idea who I am, please strap yourself in, get ready, and I will try to explain who I am and why I'm doing this in the shortest possible amount of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain in a nutshell. So, my name again, in case you missed it, is Mark Ormrod. I am a former Royal Marines Commando from the UK, and just over a decade ago now, back on Christmas Eve 2007, I was deployed out to Afghanistan on what was called Operation Herrick 7, where I stood on and detonated an improvised explosive device, resulting in me losing both my legs above the knee and my right arm above the elbow, and becoming the UK's first triple amputee from the conflict. Now, since that day, I have gone on to go through my rehab, leave the military, start a new career as a civilian, grow my family, grow my business, grow my life, move forward with my life, and really with a lot of help and support from friends and from family, and actually from complete strangers through social media, I've been able to take back control of my life, regain my independence, and continue to move things forward in a very positive way. And throughout that entire journey, I have got great satisfaction with sharing my life and sharing my story with others. And in turn, I have noticed and realized that by sharing that journey with other people, it's actually had a positive impact on other people's lives and helped them to take back control and take charge and refocus their lives and move things back into a positive direction for themselves, which has given me great satisfaction and a real sense of fulfillment. And that's why, if you do follow me on social media, you'll see why I'm so passionate about using it and sharing my story and doing whatever it is I can to help other people in their times of need, because I have been that person in a time of need, and I've been that person who has been helped through it. Now, hopefully, as I record more and more of these podcasts, I'm hoping to make them quite regularly, we're going to get to know each other a bit better, and you're going to learn a little bit more about my story, you're going to learn a little bit more about my life, and I hope that I get to interact with you guys during this whole process and grow closer to you all. If possible, help as many people as I can through sharing my stories, through sharing my life, through my highs and my lows, and just using this podcast really as a journal. Which really brings me on to my next point. Why am I doing this? Now, I am, as a lot of you know, a big fan of personal development, self-development, whatever it is that you want to call it. And I have studied it, if you like, for quite a few years now. And I've been on courses and seminars, I've read books, I've listened to other podcasts, I've listened to audiobooks, and I've learned as much as I possibly could. But what's been very powerful for me is not just learning all the things that I can. It's taking the things that I need, that I find valuable, and then implementing them into my own life. And it's had a phenomenal effect on my life, and it's helped me succeed in certain areas, and I've just found it very, very powerful. Now, one of the things that I've always wanted to do, but I've never got around to doing, is actually journaling. Getting to the end of the day or the end of a week, scribbling down my thoughts, my feelings, my goals, my aspirations, whatever it may be. Just getting out there and getting stuff out of my head, scribbling it down on paper, and then keeping some sort of a journal. Now, the reason I haven't done that is because I only have one hand. I have, my left arm, my right arm, which was my dominant arm, was lost back when I was injured. So writing for me actually is quite difficult. It's quite draining. It's quite exhausting. I'll be honest, it's not something that I particularly enjoy doing because of the difficulty of it, of writing my left hand. And I just thought this might be a good way for me to do it, to do it through audio, to speak what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, the things that are going on in my life, the things that are going on in my head, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, whatever it is that may be, to put it down in an audio format. And then I thought, why the hell don't I just share that with the rest of the world and create a podcast? And so that is exactly what I intend on doing. I'm not 100% sure how regular these things are going to be. I could do one a week. I could do one a fortnight. I could do one a month. The idea for me is just to, whenever I feel like it, open my iPhone, flip on my voice recorder, and then just spill out whatever's in my head, which I think is going to be able to help people in their lives, make me feel better about mine, and also help me achieve my objective of verbally journaling and getting it out there. So, guys, stay tuned. This was just a very quick first episode. It's not going to be perfect, I know that, but one of the things that I have learned from personal development and self-development is it's never going to be perfect. Stop waiting for everything to be right, to be perfect, and just get on with it. And then we can figure it out as we go. We can polish it, we can make it better, we can improve it, we can do more, we can be more. So I'm sat here now. It's a Monday. I'm just cruising around, doing my thing. I've got lots of bits and pieces on at the minute, and I pulled over for a coffee and thought, you know what, this is the time to do it. So this is the very first episode. This is a monumental occasion personally for myself, maybe not for you guys listening, but like I say, hopefully as time goes on, these podcasts will get better, they'll be more interesting, and I'm going to try and keep them short and sharp so you can listen to them in the car, on the commute, wherever it is you are, in conjunction with all my stuff that I do on social media. So guys, thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen. Thank you for helping me and being here with me as I launch this podcast. And as I go on with these podcasts and do more of them and push them out there, if you think anyone can benefit from them, please feel free to share them. Same as with my social media. If you think it might be of benefit from someone you know to see the stuff I'm getting up to on social media, please feel free to share the content, to get it out there. I've got a monthly newsletter that I push out on my website, Ormrod.com. Please feel free to subscribe to that. And, let's go on this journey together. Let's see where it takes us. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. And like I said at the beginning, you guys that follow me already, thanks as always for your support. If you're new to this, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for helping me get this journey off the ground. And I hope that we'll stick through this and get through this together. Guys, enjoy the rest of your week, and thank you again.